Hey guys, Funky Fan Theories here, and today I'm bringing you another Walking Dead fan theory video. Now, before I start this video, I just want to say this fan theory is completely out there, and I mean it's completely out there. It's so stupid, but I think it is. Again, like I said, this channel is Funky Fan Theories, so I thought we'd discuss a really funky one. So this is by a redditor called Pyromencia Antic, I think. At least that's how you say it. And this is actually titled "The Walking Dead Zombie Sperm is Responsible for Infecting the World." Okay, so let's get into this theory. So I'm just going to read it how this guy puts it, and then I'm going to try and explain it a bit better. So basically he says, or she says, we don't know, originally in the Walking Dead universe, the infection was only spread through bites. First off the bat, I just want to say that's not true. I do believe the infection literally was spread because people died. I just think obviously our main survivors were confused because the bite obviously is like an infection and that kills them, and then as a result of them dying, that makes them turn. So I just wanted to mention that just before I carry on. So he goes on to say, those who died by other means stayed dead. Later on, all people who died returned as zombies regardless of how they died. Like I said, that's not strictly true, but carrying on. Reckon the other survivors talked about the causative agent was now in the air and in the water. Certainly some places would be full of undead cells slaughtered off by infected corpses. A zombie wades through a stream or falls in a river, and skin washes into the water. Skin cells blow off the corpse, bloating in the sun, and drift for miles. They fall on lakes and forests like undead pollen or spores. They cling to the feet of birds or insects, and are carried for miles like radioactive cloud. They are swept down with the wind and downstreams of major population centres. But the skin cells are not mobile. They're stuck where they land. The direct method could cover large areas, but not everywhere. Fortunately for the zombies, humans do independently motile cells in their bodies, and that is sperm. So basically he's trying to say the sperm's the only motile cell in the body. He said a sperm's mission is to swim and burrow, period. Like a zombie, they are relentless in their goal, driving on until they die. But the Walking Dead verse, they don't die, ever. A zombie man has millions of undead sperms wriggling inside, has his purifying scrotum. Great. Once his skin begins to kind of decay, or he falls into the water, they escape to eternally travel the earth. They will swim across the ocean, down into water tables, I guess it's what he's, I don't know, water systems, I guess he's trying to say, up streams, into springs, through puddles and rain ditches, up pipes. They can even cross mud or rain-soaked dirt. Every drop of water on the surface of the planet will eventually contain a few. They squirm into the openings of fish, amphibians, birds and bugs. Any animal that drinks from the stream or walks through a puddle will have them inside. Undead human sperm infiltrates the entire food chain, and that's how everyone in the world of The Walking Dead became infected. Now basically what he's trying to say is the original sort of infected man wasn't really much of a threat, or there was a few originally infected zombies that essentially were infected due to, I guess he's kind of leaving that blank, but basically he's trying to say that they were infected by something, but they weren't a threat. They didn't really cause anything. It's not like they were going to be much of a hazard. But basically they ended up dying and falling into the water streams, and because of that, the whole water system in the world was completely infected by the zombie sperm. So essentially the sperm latched onto the water, and of course the fish would then swim in the water. You'd have animals drinking from the water, and then eventually they'd be slaughtered, what have you, and humans would eat them, and of course humans would also drink the water and all this. And that is how the infection spread, and that's why people who die come back. like I said, it's a very, very funky one. The likeliness of this theory being true is pretty much next to nothing, but it's a really cool one anyway. I mean, it was a pretty funky one, and it was a cool one to talk about. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked this one. It was completely out there, I know, but hey, this is what this channel's about. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.